YouTube, how you doing today? My name is Tyshon. As you can see, I'm outside in my beautiful area that God has blessed me with, as my grandma has blessed me with. But I wanted to do something new. I got this channel called Tyshon Takes American Clips. Is where I pretty much take different clips, inspirational clips, motivational clips, even highlight clips of sports and stuff. Sometimes I use a voiceover. Sometimes I use the remix where I collab or a green screen, and I just show some inspiration. I just feel like that's deep in my heart, just showing inspiration to all the world. I feel like the world could use that. Anybody won't be mad at anything that's inspirational. And I wanted to speak a little bit more about myself, what I've been going through. Maybe it could help somebody. I actually just want to be a little bit more creative too, because I see a lot of people who do videos and they always are in their car or this, that, and third. No shade, but this is where I live. So this is my first video. It might suck, but first off, I want to say something that everybody should know, that everybody should have in their life. And it's this right here. Yo, this thing right here is real. If you don't got this, if you don't got a relationship with the Lord, then bro, ladies, it might not be something that you know what I'm saying you will be appreciated and dwelling in, and where your life is going. You might not appreciate that. You might not see the real true you, or how true life can be. So I don't understand the Bible a lot. I don't know a lot of Bible verses. I'm just like you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like you. We're gonna get into it, but I'm just like you. I'm no different. But it helps, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of YouTubers get into whatever they got going on. They want to help you this, that, and third. But I gotta say this for the first episode of what should I call it? I don't know. You know what I mean? I know this is just the first episode of me, talking to you face to face, no collabs, no nothing, no green screen, face to face, and getting to know me. Maybe even getting to know you if I get in the audience. This that may whatever that happens. And but I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I woke up this morning. Always be blessed and wake up in the morning. You know why? It's a new day for a better purpose. Yeah, it's a new day for a better purpose. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, just thank God, man. Just thank God, man. You want to thank God for, everything that has happened in your life. Good, bad, ugly, in between, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, when you go out through the day, you know what I'm saying? Keep some positivity. Keep your positivity. Keep your head. You know what I'm saying? Do you, but keep your head. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your head. Meaning, don't let nobody try to get you out your comfort zone. Let nobody try to get you to a place where, you know what I'm saying, it's a bad place, or, negativity just dwells in you, and then you start acting like them or cursing too much, this, that, and the third. We were kids first. All right? We were kids first, became adults. So there's a lot of adults who don't know how to be adults yet, because we were all kids first. That's the first thing we learn, is how to be a kid. You know what I'm saying? That might sound a little weird, but it's the truth, right? We were kids first. So even if you're 18 years old, even if you're 19 years old, guess what? You only been an adult, supposedly an adult, for 1 year. But people nowadays still say that's a kid. People say nowadays 21, 22 is a kid. But we're all grown and stuff, so we understand. But do we? Now, I just want to say that you always, what will level you, what will keep you in a level space, is the Lord, is God. Just talk to Him. Pray before you eat. You know what I'm saying? In relationships too, you want to always, whoever you're dealing with, You want to know if they're a God-fearing person. That's where a lot of people get things misconstrued, mixed up. Um, I really feel like when you date a person, they should definitely be a God-fearing person. Um, Even if they're not, maybe you can help them. Everybody has a different path. Trust me, it is what it is. But I just feel like that's the way to success, to discipline, to motivate, to higher motivation, to reach your pinnacle, man, to reach who you want to be. Because when you talk to the Lord and you say, God, like, just give me the strength to keep going, it might not happen overnight. Maybe it will, maybe it doesn't. We're all different, but um, you just read it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a Bible verse to read. Check this out. You're gonna love it. I read this to somebody named Sahara, and we talked about it. And it's right after Proverbs. It's the book of Ecclesiastics, I want to say. Yeah. So you want to go? Okay. I'm in Proverbs, Ecclesiastics. Here we go. Now, it's chapter 3. It's Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1 through 8. Now let's just I'm gonna just say it. Let's see if it hits you. Okay. It says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven." Now check that out. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. Every activity, wherever we're doing, there's something. There's everything that we're doing on earth. There is an activity going on, everything on earth, and there's a time for it. Bad, good, ugly, in between. There's a time for everything. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it. There's a time to be born and a time to die. All right. There's a time to plant and a time to uproot. There's a time to kill and a time to heal. That's for sure. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. That's for sure. It's a time to mourn, right? And a time to dance. That's right. There's a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. Okay. There's a time to embrace, okay? And a time to refrain. There's a time to search and a time to give up. There's a time to keep and a time to throw away. I like that. Now there's also a time to be silent and a time to speak. See how that goes together? There's a time to love and a time to hate. Now, you're probably thinking it's a time to hate. Hate is a strong word, but yo, don't we all hate sometimes and say the word? It's true, right? Remember it said, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. So, isn't that activity hating? That's activity. Hating goes on. It's true. We all know that. So let's keep going. And there's a time for war and a time for peace. That right there is definitely true because there's a time for everything, man. You wake up in the morning when you're going out your day, because we only got 24 hours a day. There is so much things that goes on in life, you know. I'm not gonna get too much into things because I don't want to say things that can misconstrue you. Only inspirational things right now coming from this, but there's a time for everything, guys. But to me personally, sometimes I like to just try to sometimes force things and it doesn't work. Who feels like that sometimes when you just force things and it doesn't work. And then when you force things, it doesn't feel natural. It just doesn't feel it. It's sometimes you get a sense of what's that word when you're you want things to yourself, and start with an S, I want to say. Um, anyway, it's like when you want things to yourself, you want it to happen for yourself. This no, you need to take some time, have some patience, let the world dwell, read the room, and get what you can get under a decent amount of a decent amount of time where you know what I mean, where it's time for you to when it's time for you to get it, you get it. Like basically what I'm trying to say is, if it's time for you to stop smoking or drinking or whatever the case may be, if it's time, you feel like, yo, it's time. Like I'm trying to really, really do something different in my life, then it's time. If you still feel like you still want to smoke cigarettes and drinking, but you're telling everybody, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit. It's not time yet, bro. It's not time yet. So guess what? Keep drinking, keep smoking. I'm gonna keep it real. Keep drinking. There's a time for everything. Time to speak and time to be silent. So it's time to speak. Keep drinking, keep smoking. Get out your system. Try not to die. Drink a lot of water. This, that, case may be. But don't run away from your true self. There's a time for everything. It's okay. Get out of your system. Grow. And then when you really feel like it's time to force the issue to quit, and you really feel like it's time, you're done with all this, just the bad things that you're doing, it's time to change, man. And the only way to get the real change and to stay in that positive change, that positive world, that positive realm, is through God. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, like I said, I don't know the Bible too much and things down the third, but it helped me, y'all. Talking to God helped me. You know what I'm saying? I can't make a video like my first true, sit down with the world and speak video and not talk about God first. You know, God has. I be crying a lot to God. I speak to my grandmother sometimes to God when we have conversations. I speak, to my daughter about God, just when I talk to her, it's regular. Hey, how you doing, baby? You good? You got your hair blown out today? All right, cool. How was school? It was good. Bad. How's what's your name? Her friends or whatever. You got homework? All right, cool. And I always tell her, Ava Marie, just make sure whatever you do when you go through life, just try not to get, you know, um, influenced by the world to where you don't hear God. You always want to talk to God. Keep your relationship with God. Keep doing your thing. You're a pretty girl. You smart. Keep doing your thing. Stay in. Make sure you handle your business in school, your homework, pass your tests. But you know, be in the world, but not of the world, and always keep God in your life. You know what I mean? Keep your relationship with God. It helps. It just works like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, it should be a trend to talk about the Lord a lot, no matter what you're doing. Corporate, 9 to 5. You're, dwelling in sin like we all are. I'm not super religious. Or you're drug dealing, you're using drugs, you're sleeping with men, you're trying to sabotage or whatever you're doing, but still, we're not all perfect. You know, um, selfish, that was the word. You don't want to, let me go back to it. You don't want to feel like remember we was talking about forcing things? You don't want to always force things because guess what? It brings a selfish wave through your body. Like, when you want things to happen for yourself, it feels a little selfish. So there's a time for everything. Get that patience. Now back to, what I'm saying, keeping God in you. Just, whatever you're dwelling in life, whatever sin you're doing, man, I think it should be a trend to talk about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's been a very, very good talk with y'all. I will be back. I will be very consistent. It will be in different settings, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Forget that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I definitely wanna everybody said I got a little testimony, so let's see where this goes. I'm not worried about subscribers. I'm not worried about likes and comments, but I am worried about some of the people in the world. You know what I'm saying? I do care. I when it says, I said it to say this. When I read the Bible, when I was a kid, and it said, "Love yourself like you love thy neighbor," something like that. I do love my neighbors. That means I love everybody in the world. So with that being said, I feel like God's putting me in this a duty to, to share. So I'm here to share. I'm here to share. Thank y'all so much for listening. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, man. I hope y'all do whatever you need to do to get by and to grow. Take care of your kids. Take care of yourself. Just thank you for listening, man. Y'all be good out there, all right? For real. Be safe. Drive safe. Put that seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? Call your mom. Call your dad. Tell them you love them. You know what I'm saying? Take the garbage out for your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Make your bed when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about looking the best, but sometimes you want to feel your best. Most of the time you want to feel the best. Not always going to feel your best, but most of the time. So let's get to feeling your best. You know what I mean? It's all love, right? Let's keep it that way. Peace, y'all.